keep telling yourself you will rest after this next one, but you never do. And it's not because you love the work. Something will not let you put it down. There is a part nobody says ever out loud. You are not still working because you're winning. You are still working because stopping has started to feel dangerous. By the end of this, you will know the 5 traps that keep smart people working long after their bodies are begging them to stop. And you will know which one has you right now. You've tried to stop. You know you have. You've booked the break. You've set the boundary. You've promised the people you love. And by Monday, you are right back in it, earlier than before. It's just who you are, but you feel it at night. The tired that sleep does not touch. The sense that you're running a race with no finish line. You cannot find the way off the track. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're one of the most capable people in every room you walk into. And that's exactly why it's so hard to see. What has you is not a habit. It's a trap. And you've been walking into 5 of them for years. Before I show you the 5 traps, one quick thing. If anything I just said landed for you, can you do me a quick favor? Can you subscribe if you want more videos like this? Like the video so YouTube can show it to just one more person that needs to hear it. And if there's someone you thought of while I was just talking, can you send a miss? Okay, back into it. Here is what makes this so easy to miss. 2019, the World Health Organization put burnout on the medical books. They named it a real condition, and they were clear about the cause. It is not weakness. It is long stress that never got handled. Sit with that. The people who study this for a living, character flaw. They call it a signal. You were taught to treat the signal as the enemy. The trap is you were taught to treat signal as the enemy. You push harder on everything that was trying to warn you. So let me describe the 5 traps if this sounds like you. I lived in every one of these traps for years. Nobody named them for me, so let me name them clearly for you. The first one is the one you will recognize the fastest. Trap number 1. You think the answer is more drive. So you chase it. A new goal. A bigger target. One more level on the ladder. Because when the drive is switched on, the empty feeling goes quiet. So you feed the drive. You always have it. It is the thing that got you here. But the drive isn't saving you anymore. It's the thing that's burning you down, and you keep feeding it. You're not greedy for wanting more. You were taught a very long time ago that wanting is what makes you worth something. It's not. That is the first trap. And here is the second. And it's the one that falls trap number 2. You understand it, and nothing changes. You know why you're like this, and you have thought about it. You can explain it better than anyone in your life, and it's not stopped it. Not once. So you go back to work, because at least work moves. At least work gives you something back. And here is the trap. You have been trying to think your way out of something that lives under your thinking. You are not failing at getting better. Understanding was never going to rebuild the part of you that was worn down. It was never built for that. 2 traps down. It's what makes it so dangerous. Trap number 3. You believe that resting is falling behind. Somewhere you learn a rule. The ones who stop lose. The ones who keep going win. So you don't stop. Rest feels like a risk that you cannot afford. You wear tiredness like a little badge. You are proud of how much you can carry. I wore that badge longer than I wanted to admit. But carrying more is not the same as building more. And no one can see the crack forming from the outside. You're not weak for being tired. You were handed a rule that says your worth is your input. That rule is a lie. And it's quietly costing you the years that you thought you were buying. We're now 3 traps down. The 4th is the quiet one. Most people never catch it. Trap number 4. You keep trying to fix your head. You read the books. You changed your thoughts. You told yourself a better story. And for a week, it worked. It wore off. It always wears off. So you grinded harder on your own mind. You decided the problem is your attitude. You just needed to think better. And here's the trap. The problem was never in your thoughts. It's under them, in the body, the wiring, in the part of you that no book has ever reached. You're not doing this wrong. You've been aiming at the wrong place the whole time. We're now 4 traps down. The 5th one is the hardest to see because everyone around you is standing in it too. Trap number 5. Everyone around you never stops either. Look at the rooms you are in. People admire you. The ones you measure yourself against. None of them stop. So stopping feels wrong, abnormal. You are the one that cannot handle the heat. So you match them to keep up. You bury the part of you that is asking for air. Here's the truth. You are not the weak one in the room. You are the one that noticed the cost first. That's not a flaw. That's the beginning of the way out. It just doesn't feel like it yet. So those are the 5 traps. Firstly, the drive, the understanding, the badge, the mindset, and the room. Here is the part that matters most. And what all 5 have in common. Every one of them is a fix for you to put at the top of the problem. More drive, more insight, more effort, more mindset, more people. Not one of them reaches the thing underneath. So the need keeps coming back and you keep working to answer it. The reason you cannot stop isn't any single trap. It is that you've been treating the symptom for years and never once touched the cause. Here's the one thing to take away from this video. You don't need another fix. You already know that. You've tried all of them for a week. The fixes sit on top, sits underneath. It is not pushing harder on the top. It is going under it to rebuild the system that keeps making the need instead of spending your life answering it. That is the return, not another push, a rebuild. And I'm not going to tell you to try harder because you've heard that 1,000 times and it's never once set you free. I am going to tell you the truth instead. What you're feeling is real and it has a name and there is a way back. If you saw yourself in any of these traps, I made something for you. It's called the Silent Collapse Diagnostic. It shows you exactly which trap has you right now and what the return looks like. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments. Next time, I'm going to name what your nervous system is actually doing when it cannot switch off, even when everything on paper is fine. I will see you there.